The story of Noah, a rereading in light of ancient manuscripts. The Western narrative of the so-called curse of Canaan has long been used to justify the enslavement of African peoples. Yet this story raises many questions. A spiritual and coherent reading of the post-flood narrative. It is difficult, spiritually and rationally, to accept without question the canonical version of the Noah story in which he appears drunk, naked, and exposed to shame. This reading presents Noah as a fallible man dominated by his instincts, even though the scriptures explicitly state he was a righteous man, perfect in his generation. Such a contradiction calls for a deeper rereading. Ancient manuscripts, notably the Dead Sea Scrolls discovered in 1947, as well as Ethiopian manuscripts, offer a significantly different version, more consistent with Noah's spiritual rank. According to these sources, after the flood, Noah did not indulge in excess but entered a process of sacred reconstruction. He planted wheat and the vine, symbols of labor, time, and patience. Years passed before the harvest. The bread and wine were therefore not products of impulse, but the fruit of a completed cycle, a sign of spiritual maturity. When the wine was ready, Noah did not organize a profane feast, but a celebration of thanksgiving. The bread and wine became offerings, not objects of intoxication. This gesture fits into a prophetic continuity. Melchizedek would later offer bread and wine to Abraham, and centuries later, Jesus Christ would institute these same elements as signs of the covenant. Before the communal meal, Noah performed a central act. He took the bread and wine and entered the ark alone, now sanctified by the divine presence. The ark, which was an instrument of salvation, became a sacred place, a space of encounter between man and the Creator. Noah immersed himself in deep, prolonged prayer, to the point that his family became worried. Ham, his first son, was sent to check on him. Upon entering the ark, Ham did not catch his father in a shameful situation, but saw him face to face with the Spirit of God. When the Spirit withdrew, Noah said to Ham, "You have seen the truth with your naked eyes. Go now and announce it to your brothers." This phrase is essential. The expression naked eyes refers neither to physical nudity nor to moral fault. It designates natural eyes as opposed to spiritual eyes. Ham was a direct witness to a divine reality. He thus became the first messenger after the flood, not through transgression, but through mission. In this reading, the story regains its meaning. Noah remains righteous and faithful to his calling. The ark becomes a sanctuary. The bread and wine take on a prophetic dimension, and Ham is no longer a culprit, but a bearer of testimony. Understood this way, this story teaches neither shame nor curse, but transmission, the distinction between spiritual vision and carnal perception, and the continuity of the divine plan through human history. Ethiopia is not a late missionary field, but a land of memory, transmission, and fidelity. The faith of the God of Adam, Enoch, Noah, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob was already alive there long before Western narratives. To understand this is not to rewrite history, it is to restore it.